What is culture? LeBaron and Pillay, who edited Conflict Across Cultures, defined culture as: culture is the shared, often unspoken, understanding in a group. It is a series of lenses that shape what we see and what we don't see, how we perceive and interpret, and where we draw our boundaries. Often invisible to us, culture shapes our ideas of what is important, influences our attitudes and values, and animates our behavior. Each one of us belongs to multiple cultures. Culture is shared within a generation, or people who live through a particular time and experience a certain period of social change together. Gender and how you identify it is part of your makeup. We learn how to be men or women or transgendered in our culture. Our languages instill aspects which can unite or divide us within a culture. Religion, politics, economic status, the countries we live in are all part of our culture. Each one of us is a blend of national, regional, ethnic, racial, gendered, educational, social, generational cultures, and no two people are exactly the same. Cultural theorists share some understandings about the definition of culture. First, culture is learned. Think about how young children have to be taught culturally appropriate behavior when it comes to eating, sleeping, being a boy or being a girl. We're even taught how to express love. A Canadian might feel comfortable showing affection to a loved one in public. A person from Japan may be more restrained in displaying public affection. Culture involves perception and values. How we see the world, and then how we interpret and organize our experience is also a function of culture. This is largely an unconscious process. What we value, for example, being connected to our family, our definition of success, are examples of how culture informs our values. Culture involves feelings. When we feel comfortable in our surroundings and/or the people we are with, it is an expression of our culture. For example, many Canadians like to have a large personal space around being physically close to other people, which might be a reflection of growing up with a lot of space in their environment. Someone from India, for example, might feel more comfortable when in close quarters with other people because they might have grown up with less physical space around them. Culture is shared. This means a group of people share values, perceptions, and learning, and they are likely to share a special relationship with other members of the group versus members outside of their group. Culture is expressed as behavior. A North American trait is to believe in independence and individualism. This might mean that a young person is more likely to move away and pursue a career path that might take them far away from their family. Collectivist cultures place more value on caring for family members or members of their group, and are more likely to consult their family or take them into consideration before making any career or major life decisions. Culture is dynamic. Culture is always changing. It also means that just because someone appears to belong to one culture, they might not identify with that group. To summarize, culture is complex, often unseen, affecting our inner and outer experiences of the world. Culture is like a tapestry. So many different threads make up one picture. When thinking about intercultural aspects in the workplace, it then becomes very important for us to consider the different aspects of our own unique cultural makeup. Our cultural layers and lenses affect our expectations, our definitions about what is right and wrong, and also our behaviors in relationships.